What's happening? $4:20.22. On my break. Did I record this morning? I don't know. I did record this morning. I was talking about the universe. The question was, why does the question was, why does the universe exist? I said a better question is, what is your definition of what universe means to you? What is the meaning of universe? What does it mean to you? Because before we can answer why does the universe exist, I want you to know that what does the universe mean to you? What is your definition of what a universe is? Once you answer that, then you will understand the reason why it exists. Simple, you feel me? Or sometimes all you gotta do is just reframe the question, and the next question that you ask will answer the question that you had previously. And that question will be irrelevant. You'll be like, why did I even think of it that way? You feel me? So the universe. What does science say the universe is? You feel me? Science, the definition of science is the observation of the known world. And that's also including the universe. So we know the observation of the known world, which is nature and the universe and everything else. This is what science is all about. So what is the universe itself? What are we looking at? We only know 5% of the universe. 95% of it, we really don't know what the fuck we're looking at. It's dark matter, black hole, and dark energy. We don't know what the hell we look. We looking at only 5%, and 5% includes of the stars, us, the galaxies. That's 5% of the things that we see: matter, iron, water, you name it. Let it pass. This is 5% of the things that we know, right? So 5% includes us, Earth, our galaxy, Milky Way, you name it. Things that can be stars, you feel me? These are the things that we see, matter, the things that we can actually see. That's the 5%. The rest of it we do not know what we're looking at. So, what is the universe? What is it that we're looking at? I said the universe. U-inverse. You see that? That's how they spell it. Universe. So it's you, which is you, a person that's you. You are you. You can be used as a singular or plural. U-inverse. So it's almost like the inside out. You facing yourself. You looking at yourself. U-inverse. Why would they call it universe? It's exactly what it means. What's above is so below. So the fact that you are inside yourself, looking looking at yourself. This is what you are. So why does the universe exist? It's like asking yourself, why do I exist? That's the you and the I again. You inverse. It's like the you inverse. It's like I turn myself. It's like for me to reverse something. It's to try to undo. But for me to verse something, it's like to face it. So they have the verse in there. Usually there's a versus. Let's just say Tyson Fury versus Wilder. Well, you have the universe. So it's a verse. You facing yourself. You are looking up at yourself. You are in yourself, looking up at yourself. And we also know that the each cell within us. I hate when I talk, people look at me like I'm strange. Like I ain't saying this shit. Like you ain't gonna ask your professor about this. I ain't lying. Each cell in your body, right? It's an individual cell that thinks that it's an individual. Yeah, it thinks like me and you. Like it really thinks that it's itself. It's crazy. So this is what it is. But it's in your body. Within your body, it is also looking at its universe. You feel me? And here I am looking at my own universe. Thinking I'm an individual. Just like the cell in your body and my body who thinks that they're an individual. They think they got a small little brain in there and they function like one too. And they operate and go there around their day like they functioning like one. It's already been steady. I watched this shit last night. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna walk and talk. So, they in our body, there's trillions of cells in our body. We're talking about trillions of cells that makes me, Jeff. Jeff is made out of trillions of cells, just like you made out of trillions of cells. Each cells come together to make me up, and I call myself Jeff. Well, that's the same way this shit works. There is trillions of us in the universe itself, and each individual cell is functioning as its own. But the togetherness of the cell is what makes me as a being. So think of it in that form. When you think about the universe itself, you are within a body and you are functioning as yourself. And the togetherness of each individual that comes together is we are walking in a being itself. So we are in a being. This is the reason why we can't see beyond certain things, because our perspective, we can't even perceive something that we cannot see. We can't even, in order for us to ask a question like that, we have to basically create a new form of thinking. How do we perceive ourselves from ourselves? You feel me? Look at this bitch. Trash. Anyway, this is when you start talking this shit. They start trying to attack money, like go get some pizza. I don't want to buy no more pizza. You feel me? Side note, this is what they do. When you start speaking intelligent shit, they don't want you to speak intelligent. They want you to talk some bullshit. Side note though, I had to talk on it. I gotta address it now. Side note, when I used to buy pizza and everything else like that, they didn't respect it. It wasn't being done right. Some of that shit looked old and dry. So I stopped buying it. So I just started staying home and cooking on my own. That's it. And sometimes I do go out and buy food. Like, you know, sometimes I go to the Chinese store. Like I came to the Chinese store, bought some food. But that's about it. I ain't buy no food. I bought something to drink today. But you feel me? That's it. Like it's too hot to be eating right now. So I had some cold beverage. And that's it. I don't have to buy pizza so you can feel good about yourself. So you can tie it into your race and be like, ooh, I felt so great today. No, ho. Go home and go study yourself. And maybe you can find some joy in the information that you have. Back to the fucking topic. You feel me? I had to address that hoe real fast. Her skinny ass pussy. Shit dragging as fuck. Feel me? Anyway. Look. So you inverse. And basically you are looking at yourself. Every time when we look up into the universe, You are. It is a reflection. It's a representation of what you already are. That's why they call it you inverse. You inverse. Even intelligent. It's an intelligent. A gen is what? A gene. And what is gene? Genes are the things that holds. Genes are the things in your DNA. So intelligent. The intel comes from within your gene itself. Anything that has a gene. Look, what else is it? Intuition. It comes from within. Intuition. So whenever you see something that's in, it's not just words are not just there just to make it look cute. These words are the definition of what the word stands for. The word itself is defining itself. So intuition. Well, how come they just don't call it tuition? No, they call it intuition. It comes from within. Intelligent. It comes from within yourself, within your genes, within your DNA, whatever you call it. You feel me? So a universe, you inverse. Guess what? It comes from within. The universe that you see is the projection that you are projecting out yourself. You feel me? We don't see with these eyes. We only perceive, we observe with these eyes. You see? That's what people don't, that's, how can I even put it without even confusing them? Today was an easy topic apart from the math shit that I've been doing. You see, we do not see with these eyes. We only observe with these eyes. You feel me? You don't see with these eyes. These eyes, if you know what I mean? How can I put it? You don't see with these eyes, you only observe it. Because the way we see, right, it's not the way you think you see. You feel me? You think you're seeing something, but you're really not seeing what you think you're seeing. Because guess what? Sometimes you see something with your eyes, right? Then you go back into your mind, then ask your mind, what the hell am I seeing? Like you try to make sense out of something on the outside by thinking about it. How is it that you've seen something on the outside of you? It's funny how that works, right? Here I am. I'm seeing an object that I can't make sense of. Now I go back into my mind to think about what I'm seeing on the outside. You're not seeing with these eyes. You're just observing with these eyes. And the reason why we act the way we act and think that we can go back into our mind to think about something that's on the outside, because the universe is already within you. That's why you go back into your mind and try to make sense out of things. You feel me? Because it's with whatever you see on the outside is what's on the inside already. You cannot see something that you are not. If you have a person that thinks very negative of other people, every time he sees somebody, he talk bad about them. That is a person who feels negative about themselves. Or if you have a person who treats people very bad, constantly attacking people, constantly, that's a person who's insecure about themselves. So they feel like I got to beat everybody else down just so I can feel secure about myself. And if you have a person who's very loving, always saying something nice about people, always preaching the word of da-da-da, then that's a person who is a loving person, because all he can see is himself. And this is how you see. But when we look to this, and that's the seeing, because your seeing is based on how you treat people. Your eyes, the eyes that you see my beautiful eyes? Yeah, you feel me? I said something nice about myself, so I'm a beautiful person. So your eyes is the observation of things. You're just observing things. That's all you're doing. You're just observing. Seeing is the way you see other people and the way you treat other people. This is how you see. You feel me? But you just when you I know that it's very close to each other, but that's why science is to the meaning of science. You can look it up right now. Hold on, let me see something. The meaning of science is the observation of the known world. Why would it be observation? How come the meaning of science isn't the seeing of the known world? No, the known world, the world that you see, you observing something that's within you. Because these eyes are just projecting what's in the inside of you. It's a projection of who you are. Everything that you see is a projection in you. Have you ever seen a projector and you project the image on a wall? Well, this is what it is. You're just a projector. You and your eyes, this part, just this part, is projecting the world in itself, and it's so amazing. This is how God is powerful. You are projecting a world that you are in it. That's crazy, right? You are walking in the world that you are projecting. I think that's crazy. I think that's powerful in itself. You feel me? So these eyes right here, you use them to observe. The way you see is the way you treat other people, or the way you carry yourself is based on your personality. This is how you see. Because how does the saying go? I only know what I see, something like that. You see, fuck all these saying thing, but the way you see is how you treat other people. Because if I treat you the way I treat you, is because there's something within me that I see about myself that I'm trying to confine in you. You feel me? And that's just what it is. Anyway, remember, the reason why the universe exists, because you are here to observe yourself. You feel me? I made this video in honor of Nature Boy, because they're trying to arrest my boy for some rape and everything else. Man, these bitches is trash, honestly. You guys need to understand this. I got 1 more minute. Understand that the reason why certain things appear in your community is because of the activities that goes on in your community. So if there's an imbalance between both sexes, something else is going to appear in the gray area to balance things out, and that's just how life works. This is why in the wild, in the wild or any other place, you see these albino animals and everything else, because there's an imbalance. So the albino animal will come in there to balance things out color wise, and that's the same thing with humans too. These things appear. It's phenomenon. You feel me? I don't want to say names and everything. When I get out of it, maybe I'll say that. But anyway, I gotta go, man. I ain't even got time to talk to y'all. Knowledge is knowledge, man. Get used to it. Don't be scared of it. Those who are scared of knowledge are ignorance, because they refuse to move away from themselves and learn something new. But universe, you inverse. Remember that.